Hey, my lovelies, welcome, welcome. Thank you guys so much for taking the time out to tune in to the Daily Vibration. So, if you're tuning in via YouTube, welcome. If you're tuning in via Instagram, Facebook, or my podcast, welcome. Thank you guys so much for taking the time out to click on the Daily Vibration. My name is Kamoy, and we are doing the vibration for today, Monday, December 14th, 2020. Now, just to recap, I know that I was supposed to go live on Friday for Pay It Forward Fridays, and I do have to tell you guys, I had a day on Friday, and I needed to tap out and kind of take some personal time and take care of myself on Friday. So I did not get to go live. But today is Monday, and it is a new moon happening in Sagittarius. So instead of going live on Friday, I will be going live today to discuss the new moon, its energies, and what you can look forward to as we're moving throughout the balance of the year, okay? So Monday, right, is vibrating on the number 9. Monday is also ruled by the moon, and we are having a new moon in Sagittarius today, along with an eclipse, right? So y'all we're going to talk about that on the live today, okay? Now, today's date, okay, December 14th, 2020 is vibrating on the number 3. And Monday is vibrating on the number 9. So let's break down the vibration of the number 3 as well as the vibration of the number 9. And then we're going to get into the wisdom for the 4 elements today, right? Now, keep in mind that when you come to this channel, whether you're here for spiritual motivation, inspiration, encouragement, okay, whether you feel like there's some shit going on in the atmosphere and you can't quite put your finger on it, you may be able to find something here. If you're into astrology, numerology, right, you may also be able to find something here. All right, so first of all, we're vibrating on the number 3 as far as the date is concerned, which is the 14th of December 2020. The number 3 vibrates in intuition. So we're talking about intuitive energy, which is always in the atmosphere, available for you to tap into and for you to utilize, okay? We also have encouragement vibrating within the number 3 today. We also have you being able to tap into your psychic abilities or your clairvoyances, your clairances, okay? Whichever one, right? You can tap into that aspect of yourself today. Growth is in the atmosphere for the number 3 today, as well as being brave. Okay, why would you need to be brave today is the question, right? Now, vibrating on the lower end of the number 3, you got mood swings popping in the day, and you may have to confront some people about their moods today, so be mindful of that, right? You may have some people that's dealing with some mania today, have some high highs and some low lows maybe happening in some people's lives, as well as their emotions today, so you need to be mindful of that, all right? Now, lack of stamina is in the atmosphere for some people, vibrating on the lower end of the number 3 today, so you need to be mindful of that also. Okay, now being brave today may be important because you may have to stand up for yourself. You may have to stand your ground today, and you may have to call it like it is today, right? Now, keeping in mind that your truth is not always the truth of somebody else, right? So your perception of a thing may be different from someone else's perception of a thing, right? So you want to be mindful of that as you're moving throughout the day today, right? Now, Monday vibrates on the number 9. Monday is also ruled by the moon. The moon governs your emotions, right? So be mindful today, right? We got the new moon in Sagittarius popping off, and we got the ruling Monday. So you got the new moon happening on the day which rules the moon's energy. Wow, powerful energy, right? Now, number 9 on the higher vibrational end of the number 9 today, you can find intuitive energy once again, but you can also find energy of completion, wanting to bring things to a close or needing to take that last step before you get something done could be key for some people today. Your soul's purpose is going to be important for some people today. Now, one of the things that the number 3 vibrates on that I did not put in today's notes is your soul's mission. So it is not coincidence to me that you find your soul's purpose also in the number 9, because 3 can go into the number 9 3 times, right? So soul's purpose is also vibrating with the number 9 today. So you can find some people is all about why they're here, or why they want to do what they're doing, right? It's all about fulfilling what you feel is your purpose, or fulfilling what you feel your soul's mission is today, right? And that can be in any level, work-wise, relationship-wise, inspirational-wise. So just apply that energy where it needs to be, pertaining to your own individual situation, right? Communication is in the atmosphere today, so you want to be mindful of that, right? Because not everyone communicates clearly, so you want to be mindful of that. You may have to do some communication today. Duty and obligation is going to be important for some people today, which may bring some people popularity, because popularity is also in the atmosphere for the number 9 today, right? So some people might be getting the recognition that they need today, okay? So be mindful of that as you're moving throughout the beautiful energy today, okay? Now, lower end of vibration of the number 9, and which you may need to pay attention to, is, I want to say, maybe running from obligations today, not really wanting to do what you're obligated to do. You might find some people moving throughout that energy. So you want to be mindful of that as you're moving throughout your day also, right? Unable to complete things that you started could be in the atmosphere for some people today. So be mindful as you're moving throughout the day, okay? Domineering energy is in the atmosphere today. You know, people can be trying to dominate your time, your energy, as well as your emotions. So you want to be mindful of that today, right? Tactlessness, or I want to say rude ass people, okay, is in the atmosphere today. So you want to be mindful of that. Some people may say, well, shit, rude ass people is in the atmosphere all day, every day, right? So it may be a little extra today, so be mindful of that as you're moving throughout the energy, all right? Now, let's jump into your elements. All right, now we're still in Sagittarius season, so we are going to be starting with the fire elements. Okay, this is how it works. If you are a fire sign, which is going to be Leo, Sagittarius, it's Sagittarius season, as well as the wonderful Aries. Okay, now if you are not a Leo, an Aries, or a Sagittarius, my love, you can apply this message to an area in your life where you need to take action. This is movement energy. This is also energy of passion, lust, or intuition. Okay, so we're using the Moon Oracle deck today. Why not, right? It's new moon energy, okay? And so if you are not a fire sign, you're going to apply this message, like I said, to either being able to take action or movement that is needed in your life. And it can be passionate energy, lustful energy, or it can be very perceptive energy, okay? So today, my wonderful fire signs, you guys have surrender, you got the masculine, and you have discernment, okay? So let's just talk about surrendering, okay? Surrendering may be needed for some of you today, especially as we are going through, like I said, you got your psychic abilities on point today. That's your clairvoyances, right? You just know something, you just feel something, you just hear something. So you want to go with that today as you're moving throughout the energy. Surrendering is going to be important as you're moving throughout a process of growth today and communicating your needs and your wants. However, surrendering with the masculine energy also means be logical, right? Meaning think and use discernment before you actually make a decision, right? The question is, what do you want to surrender to, right? Or whom are you surrendering to? Is it for your highest, greatest good, or is it really like oppressive energy, or is it codependent energy, or is this energy that you are being asked to heal in this season, right? So pay attention to that. What are you surrendering to today? Are you using your logical side, right? Your masculine side. So which means, are you being too overly emotionally that you may need to balance that with a little logic and use more discernment? Okay, so yeah, that's where you want to apply this message if you are a fire sign, or if you are using the fire elements today within the message that you need. Okay, now we're going to jump over to the wonderful air elements, because air element is all about your thinking, your spiritual and your mental thinking, okay? This is the conversations you have in your head. This is the back and forth limitations that you put in your psyche, right? Just know that. This is in the head shit. Conversations in the head, okay? Now, air signs are going to be Gemini. It's going to be Libras as well as Aquarius, all right? So if you're not a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, in your head stuff, all right, guys? Now, be mindful that your message today is faith, self-love, and assessing, okay? So, you know, sometimes, you know, what the parables say, you walk by faith but not by sight, right? And faith is the substance of things. Faith is the evidence of things hoped for but not yet seen, or something like that. I might be butchering that, but y'all get my point, right? Okay. So faith sometimes requires you not being able to see things in the material realm, right? It requires you being able to see things in the spiritual realm, right? And sometimes things in the spiritual realm takes a minute to materialize in the physical realm, right? So as you are having faith and moving throughout your day and dealing with whatever the situation is, you need to employ self-love, is what they're saying today. And as you employ that self-love, you just want to assess everything, right? So you're going to Walk by faith, not by sight. Walk in self-love. And as you're doing that, you are going to assess to make sure that you have not fell off this balloon, honey, of this self-love path today, okay? You know sometimes how you give a little bit more to everybody else, but you don't give enough to yourself? You don't have to do that today, my love. Today, it is okay for you to give some extra love to yourself, okay? That's the message today. Walk by faith, not by sight, all right? Utilize self-love today. Give yourself a pat on the back. Date yourself today. Buy yourself lunch today. Shit, treat yourself to something nice today, right? And as you are doing so, you want to assess everything around you and everything that's going on in you also, all right? Within you, all right? Okay. Now we are going to move on over to the wonderful, wonderful earth elements, which is going to be Capricorns, is going to be Virgos, as well as the wonderful, wonderful Taurus. Okay, so if you're not a Capricorn, a Virgo, or a Taurus, you're going to apply this earth energy or this earth element to the physical realm. This is the bills, the house, the car, the job, the obligations that comes with taking care of all of these physical things. Okay, this is where you're going to apply this message if you're not an earth sign. All right, today you guys have patience popping up with boundaries as well as abundance. All right, I kind of feel like this message is pretty simple, right? I feel like this message is saying your patience limited with the boundaries or creating boundaries that can put you in a limitless place can bring you abundance. Let me break that down in the next way, right? Utilize your patience today, my wonderful earth signs, okay? Especially when you're dealing with the materialistic things. So don't get frustrated if something is not working out the way you want it to work out today, right? Remember that within every level, there may be some boundaries that you may have to work in, or maybe some boundaries that you may have to create, okay? Once you've operated in patience, right? Because sometimes things just don't happen overnight or happen within the blink of an eye, right? Outside of your inner world, right? So as you operate in patience today and creating the boundaries, or maybe even reinforcing boundaries, or maybe even, I want to say, honoring people's boundaries today, know that there is a sense of abundance that's going to come in from that, okay? There's a sense of abundance. Now, abundance means different things to different people. Abundance can be peace of mind, which leads you to your wholeness. Abundance can be money. Abundance can be love. All right, so figure out what abundance is to you, the individual, and then you move accordingly, okay? All right, my love. Last but not least, we got the water signs, honey, okay? So water signs or the water elements is going to be the wonderful Scorpios. It's going to be Capricorn. What am I saying? Scorpios, Cancers, as well as Pisces. You would think I would know like the water energy like off the back of my hand and maybe even backwards, considering that I am a water sign and I have a lot of water energy in my chart. Not to mention, I do this pretty much 6 days a week, right, guys? So now, once again, water element is going to be about your emotions, okay? Your feelings. This is where you're going to apply the water element or the water energy if you are not a water sign, which happens to be Scorpios, Cancers, and Pisces, all right? So feelings, nothing but feelings, is exactly where you're going to apply this message, okay? All right. Now, here we go. The message for my wonderful water signs, if you're dealing with the water element, is hunger. It is also sovereignty and extremes, okay? And then we also have a bonus card, gratitude. All right, so let's break your message down. Hunger is linked to the wolf moon. Okay, now let me just explain something. When we're talking about the energy of a wolf, we're talking about following your instincts. Okay, we're talking about you being able to tap into that part of you that you instinctively know how, when, and what. Okay, without questioning, just literally following your instincts. Right? As you were following your instincts today, you do need to know that you can step into your spiritual sovereignty. Do y'all understand the power within your spiritual sovereignty? That can be like a video for another day, or maybe like a podcast segment for another day, because that's powerful within itself. Knowing your spiritual sovereignty can definitely open up a whole nother realm for you, okay? So tapping into your instincts today and walking within your spiritual sovereignty. I don't even know if you can see the sacred geometry in this card. Okay, and then understanding that we all go through extremes, okay, and you got this, water signs. Watch your emotions today as they may be on the rise, where you find that you're going through having to transform or move through some extreme energy today. Remember, I did say heavy mood swing energy was in the air. We had mood swings energy in the air, and we have people operating where they're not really going to want to follow obligations or be obligated to things today. You may get in your feelings about some of this, right? So as you were moving throughout the day and you were paying attention to your instincts, honey, and you were moving within your sovereignty, whatever that sovereignty, well, listen, however you want to map that out in your situation, you do so, right? But know that we all go through extremes, and there's nothing that you cannot get through right now. There's nothing. Listen to me, water signs. And if you're dealing with the water element, I need y'all to know this today. There is nothing that you cannot get through. There is nothing that you cannot overcome. There is no emotion that you cannot get past, okay? Gratitude is going to be your savior today, okay? Remember, can't nobody save you. You can only save yourself. So let gratitude help you today, right? So how are you going to save yourself today, water signs? You're going to save yourself with gratitude today. You're going to save yourself with gratitude. You're going to save yourself by being grateful today, all right? So even if you are not a water sign, I suggest you tap into that water element. That's what I might name this particular vibration today, right? Save yourself. Why not? Right? Save yourself. Save yourself today emotionally. Love yourself. Okay. All right, my loves, don't forget I am going to be live today on YouTube. So if you have not done so yet, you want to hop on over to YouTube, okay? You want to hit that subscription button and that notification button so you can know when we jump on and do live today. Happy new moon day to you, and happy Monday to you, right? Don't forget I will be live tomorrow with 9 on Instagram. I will also be live on Wednesday on Facebook. No, not Facebook. YouTube with Kim. Kelly Kells and I were supposed to go live on Thursday also, and that did not happen. She had an emergency, and then something popped off with me on Friday. And anywho, we are going to be reconvening this week. All right, my loves. Do something kind for yourself. Love yourself. Honor yourself. If you have not checked out your monthlies yet, you need to do so. Hop on over to my YouTube channel. And if you're a Patreon member, go on and watch the monthlies extended, okay? I'm going to see y'all tomorrow. Do something kind for yourself. Love yourself. Honor yourself, my loves. And I appreciate each and every one of you. Bye, guys. Have a wonderful day.